Hello, I'm XToyCat and welcome back to the video. Today we're to talk about bigger 16-player multiplayer coming to the console versions of Minecraft. So, if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say that, basically when Minecraft Xbox One and Minecraft PS4 first released over 2 years ago now, they mentioned in the trailer, as well as bigger worlds and stuff like that, that there would be bigger multiplayer coming to these console versions of Minecraft. So, when the game first came out, it only had 8 players, and it made us think, what exactly did they mean by that? And although they sort of confirmed it would be bigger at some point, it still hasn't happened in the 2 years since. Well, today I have a little bit of an update for you as to exactly what's going on there, and it is a little bit exciting because unlike a lot of the other, far off features, it looks like something that is coming at some point in the near-ish future, I guess you could say. With that said, let's get straight into the video. Hopefully you all do enjoy it. Like if you like it because it helps out the channel a lot, and let's know you do like the Minecraft news, just like this one. Again, TU43 is coming out tomorrow. I believe this video goes live, so exciting times are ahead, but let's get straight into it with what's coming past that, because basically I asked about bigger multiplayer at the Minecon 2016 panel. So if you didn't watch the panel, basically they have revealed TU43, which again, coming out soon. They revealed the Chinese mythology mashup pack coming out with that, and they also just did a round of Q&A. So the Q&A, I feel like had a few problems with it. First of all, like half the questions were from kids too young that were asking questions like, so what is the glowing block in that texture pack? And stuff like that. But if you go into like questions with some form of depth, a lot of the questions just had answers like, well, we can't do that on other platforms, so we just can't say it. That was the answer, like a solid 70% of the real questions there. But if you go into the questions that didn't have a response like that, there is some interesting information. So, for instance, we learned that, there might be another update for the end of the year. That was where I was really like, oh, that really is some good news. But also, there was a question that came in from me. So here's the full clip from Minecon in case you want to see it.
I think Toycat's got a difficult question for us here.
I was told not to let him speak.
When is bigger multiplayer coming to the console?
Sort of big screens for you.
Say it again?
When is the 16-player bigger multiplayer going to be coming to the consoles?
Well, that's a very direct question, isn't it? Yeah, it's one of those things we continue to work on. We've been working on it for 6 months or so now, probably. To basically double up everything we're doing and still maintain the performance that we pride ourselves on console takes some considerable effort. So we did get quite close recently, and then we decided to refocus on some other bits and pieces. Yeah, all we can say is as soon as we can, we'll do something.
So again, when you hear that, I mean, it sounds a little non-committal, and I guess realistically it is. They can't commit to saying, well, this update we're not doing it, but the next one we definitely are. Or they can't say, oh yeah, not the next update, but the one after that. They can't really commit to a time frame right now with that. What I find really interesting is, again, unlike the answers to mods and the answers to like custom skins and all these different things that, are kind of possible, they didn't respond by saying, oh yeah, maybe it would be a good thing, but it really is that they respond by saying, we worked on it, we got close to it, we decided to refocus, but it's still being worked on slightly, and it will be worked on for some update in the future. So yeah, that's very exciting stuff if you ask me. Basically, I think this confirms that 16-player multiplayer is still in their minds. I think a lot of people had worried that it was just something they'd forgotten about. No, it's something they did, and it was something they even were working on as close to 6 months ago. Again, assuming that is the thing, and it sounds like it is. So yeah, 16-player multiplayer coming to the consoles at some point in the future. It now isn't one of those things that's just in the long grass in the distance. It could even be next year, because one of the things, again, I asked Stu at one point about like, so something future, and he responded by saying there's actually plans for Minecraft console into 2017. I think 16-player multiplayer could be on there. It'd probably be somewhere towards the end of that, like long schedule, like there's the next update coming out this week, so that's kind of done. Then there's the update after that, then there's the new minigame. I imagine somewhere after that there's plans for the 16-player multiplayer, which would be pretty cool for the console. And one of the things they really do have to worry about is not only do people complain that, oh yeah, there's not enough players, but when you get 8 players in the game right now, it lags a massive amount. So 8-player multiplayer is something, I guess they're going to have to like really work on the netcode, which is insanely going to be complex, especially in minigames. And yeah, basically, if I had to guess, I think that at some point in the next few updates, again, not like the next one or the next one, I think at some point in 2017, we will see bigger multiplayer come to the console, and I think you could do some cool stuff with that if you double it up with minigames. And I think, especially if you think about Build Battle, which, again, it's been very strongly hinted at the next minigame, I think that's a minigame that just doesn't make sense of 8 players. I made a whole video saying I don't think it'll ever come to the console while there's 8 players, and I think 16 players and that would be great to bring it at the same time, because bear in mind for that minigame, you don't really need great connections to each other, you just need to all be in the same instance, and yeah, I think that would be a cool opportunity to bring 16 player to the console. So yeah, if you want to just a full recap here, what is 16 multiplayer coming? Yes. Why didn't it come? Not really too clarified besides performance issues, but it's been worked on as recently, 6 months ago, and they even got closer than they said, and they are still going to do it at some point in the future, unlike everything else they said. So just in case you are curious, so bear in mind this panel was on Saturday before the 1.11 reveal. In case you are curious about what happened after that, because you might have saw me, go to our second question, here is the second part of that clip.
What about llamas?
What about llamas?
Llamas are technically possible.
So yeah, just in case you don't know, that's like, it was kind of like a joke thing from like, I'm, last Minecon, like, I bugged all of the 4J crew about llamas just over and over and over again, and, like, they were all like, oh yeah, maybe this, that, maybe if you get Jeb to do it, I will, but, this time I was like, so are llamas technically possible? And he was like, yes, llamas are technically possible, just direct question, answer to me, that was the day before, and then suddenly, this day is just like, yep, I'll do it on the stage too, and, yeah, that was, a little bit of a sneak preview that llamas would be coming the day afterwards. So yeah, exciting stuff if you ask me. 16-player multiplayer is still on the cards, and if you are the sort of person that likes multiplayer but doesn't necessarily like how performance when you get too many people, if I had to guess, this is going to be the big kind of update to improve it. And I think, given how many multiplayer things are being added to the console versions with minigames and stuff like that, I think, having an update to allow 16 players, whether it is with Realms or without Realms or just wherever it is, I think that would be pretty darn cool if you ask me. So hopefully you did all enjoy today's video about larger multiplayer. If you did all like it, like the video and let me know, because it helps out the channel and lets me know you do like these sorts of videos. Share the video if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if you subscribe, you'll see those daily on your homepage. Thank you all very much for watching, and, llamas.